Hello and welcome to the Erdbeerland. When I was a little kid, we had this right in front of our house, and if people ask me where I live, I would say my address. And if they would proceed to ask and which country, which in German is in welchem Land, I would say im Erdbeerland. Yeah, but today I want to talk about something different. So you might remember I had a phase where I actually thought about becoming a teacher, like wanting to become a high school teacher. Today I want to talk about that time. So a few years back, I had my first ever real life teaching experience, like, you know, in front of an actual classroom. Even though that classroom was smaller than usual, like half as big, but you know, back in the days that was the case, right? And so I got up really early that day, even though I didn't sleep much, but then I had a coffee in the morning, which is also something I don't usually do, and so it was fine. The previous day I prepared like almost the entire day, just so I know what I'm gonna teach them, and I was actually into that. It wasn't annoying to prepare that. That was the interesting thing, right? And so I came in the classroom and I taught for 2 lessons. I mean, I did teaching before, but only like one-on-one, never in front of a classroom. I mean, at university a little bit, but never in front of a school classroom. And I must say, they were a really nice class. Like, they were certainly an easy class to handle. And I actually enjoyed it. Like, I actually properly enjoyed, like, I certainly didn't feel bad about that. It was more like yeah, nice, I can teach them something. It's certainly more interesting being on that side of the classroom than on the other side, because sitting there and having to listen to that stuff that people say in front is just, I couldn't do that anymore, right? But the teaching, that is fun. And I actually had people participating. I actually had them draw stuff on the board. It was nice. It was nice, and I could handle their questions well. It was like, from my experience, like what I experienced, it was pretty positive, really nice. So I could totally see myself as a teacher. I did get some feedback though. I had slides prepared, and because I was going through it with the slides, because that's what I'm used to from university, I was like way too fast. And I also felt that like partly they didn't really follow, so it was like, it's always hard how quick you go, but being on the board is much better. Also, if we improvise, which I partly did, I let them throw coins, and then from that I, you know, did something interesting. So yeah, that was my first teaching experience. Pretty nice. I also asked the students for feedback, and they said, yeah, it was like, they were not super enthusiastic. Yes, I want him as a teacher, but they were like, yeah, he'd be okay. And is already a huge compliment, I would say, from high school students. So yeah, I think I did well that long past day in the past. Other feedback that I got was that in the beginning I should say what that can be used for, so they need something to hold on to, because if they have nothing, then they won't really follow. And I mean, you will never have everybody follow, right? But it's important to not pick on students, to not, you know, because as soon as you make enemies, you're lost. Because the class will always hold together and be against the teacher and never against the students. So yeah, I know that from my class. So, you know, if you're the teacher's pet, they're more like against you. So I know that. But yeah, I mean, I could totally see myself as a teacher. It really doesn't seem like such a bad job. Like, really, it's just that I then have to be there, and I'm not flexible in what I do with my life anymore, right? So I need to be there at the location at that time. But other than that, it seems pretty chill. Especially like once you do it for a year or 2, you get the hang of it, and you don't really need to prepare anymore. You can just always wing it. It definitely is more fun and it gives me more energy than software development. Software development, I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, I gotta code. But teaching is like, yeah, actually, like that's more of a positive experience for me. Of course, everybody's different. Of course, software development pays better, but do I need to be rich? No, I don't. as long as you can come to the Erdbeerland and eat as many strawberries as you like. I don't need to be rich. I'm already rich for just having this opportunity. So yeah, overall, definitely positive experience that I had that day. And yeah, would do again. And that's why I decided to go in that direction and do the stuff that is required to become a teacher, to be in the position that I'm in now. Wherever that is. So that was a good day. It could be like, I mean, obviously there are gonna be bad days or classes where it's not as easy and where you're more like, pfft. But overall I can totally see myself as an HTL teacher. Yeah, I'm glad I did that, and I'm glad I got the opportunity to do so. Even though it might not have happened, I want my plausible deniability. Maybe I just made that whole story up. Now if you excuse me, I need to actually put some in here and then pay for them. Cool. See you on the other side when I'm your teacher. Oh yeah, that's another thing that was mentioned. Students will find out about everything. So me having a YouTube channel, if that's still online, they will know my entire life story. And you know, it might be better, especially if they don't like you, it might be better that they don't know your private life, which for me is kinda impossible since I do wanna continue this. So that might be one of the reasons why it's probably not a good path to become a teacher. But on the other hand, it's just a question on how I deal with it and how my relationship with my students is that this can be done. But in that case, I think my YouTube channel will be more of a stone in my way than an actual stepping stone into getting there. But you know, overall I still had good experiences with being on YouTube, and I'm still considering keeping doing this. So see you in the next one. Till then, make it back up. Come to the Erdbeerland.